Hello. Hey guys and gals, everybody here. So if you guys didn't miss it, World War III got started and called off in the same day, basically. And yeah, I mean, it affected markets a bit, I'd say. It had a bit of an effect, which we can see now is actually starting to go away. Let's take this off for now. Let's take it off for now. Let me share this stream real quick. Let's go next. And just pop it in my Telegram as well here. Okay, so World War III was starting yesterday. Let's go down to the 4-hour. We were already kind of in this pretty big dip from Friday, where we've kind of had some bad crypto news stacking up, reaching these kind of range highs here. Where's our chart? That's not it. There it is. Whew, excuse me. All right, guys. So I was talking about this on my my other streams, where it would come down and then work its way back up, and you know, that's kind of what we talked about last time. Since that last time we talked, you know, the World War III breakout news, you know, and market. The only market that's open on the weekend is crypto, and so 12% dump here was mainly due to that. As you can see, we've recovered up quite a bit since, and I think this continues just pushing up because I mean, there's a really good retest. Look at that. That's crazy. So breaking out of this channel, retest the channel, off to the horse, or races, not to the horses. So yeah, taking a look at BTC here, major dumpage, but I think Edward Snowden actually said it quite nicely here. He replied to Altcoin Psycho here. He said, "This proves the market has been conditioned to think any global inconvenience may result in printing money. Don't be surprised if news impacts the stock market the same way it did during 2019-2021. Pavlov smiling in his grave somewhere." So stocks opened up after all. Let's have a quick look at that before we read out that Edward Snowden tweet. So yeah, we got pre-market. We can see this is the open right here. Did it gap up? It didn't gap up. It just stepped up. But yeah, they opened basically up. Just a little while ago. Oh, weekly candle just hit. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at it on UEM. Yeah, just looking at a couple weeklies here. Let's go to crypto though, because that's important, more important, I would say, to us, since we're a crypto channel. So that's how the weekly ended up closing. Pretty high. I mean, it is lower than this sort of structure, but it still closed out about 65.5, so not too bad. Let's say ETH on the weekly close. Looks a little more bearish on ETH. And let's see Solana on a weekly close, also looking a little more bearish there. But I think, you know, we got major retest here, like a major wick down. So this Solana trade, unfortunately, knocked out. We got a major retest actually on the back of this structure. So interesting to see that, you know, creates a triangle, breaks out of the triangle, retests the triangle. Retests, and yeah, I think have a look on the daily here. Yeah, I mean, major dump down, 2 days in a row. Massive wick down, wick back up, and then rallies up 9% on the day. Closing a little bit, starting off a little bit red here on the new weekly, but there's our BART formation we had. It's actually making its way up this other side, so I'm gonna leave that there. Let's get rid of this previous BART. Just clean this up a bit. So this is gonna kind of move over to about here probably. So yeah, at this rate, I mean, we have, what's it look like? 5 days till 420. We're probably not gonna hit that target. I mean, it'd have to go really ballistic to hit that target. So yeah, I don't think it's reasonable to make the assumption that it's going to hit that target. I think once Solana breaks above this sort of 160 range, it's going to really gas up back up to the 200 range. I mean, BTC, what were we thinking about that? Yeah, I think 64, sort of 450. It might bounce off this one more time. That'll be the low. If it bounces off that, I think we're actually going up from here. Let's just have a look on a little bit lower time frame so I can. Yeah, because like what I was thinking is once we break this with confidence, which it looks like, you know, we hit up into this top retest and then probably off from there. It could retest a little bit lower even, maybe to here, then go. But yeah, over top of this, and then it should move up to this sort of 67, 68 range. And once we're above that, it's gonna really full gas. I think as people hop back on board here, we see some major rip moves, kind of like this candle here. 2% in 15 minutes, like that is some crazy moves, right? There are times when we didn't see 2% in like weeks. So yeah, I mean, a lot of traders are happy with the type of volatility we're seeing now. Just a quick Sunday stream here, though. I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. The one thing I wanted to say, so Edward Snowden did reply to that. He said, people bet on the world not ending, and that's rational. If the world ends, you're probably not going to be able to collect from your counterparty anyway. How many chairs are you sitting on? That's the meme, right? Hobbes making a comeback. Things like whiff. Big move out of that $2 sort of. This was the World War dip, dump, whatever you want to call it. Like we were just looking at on Hobbes, it was already being pushed down, suppressed down price wise. And then the World War news kind of from here. It just pushed it down to about the 7 mil range. Doubled, almost tripled off those lows. Well, what is that? Koala? Don't know what that is. GME, this one's, had a big bounce. World War dump. And then now starting to recover as well. PUPS. This was kind of one of the crazier ones. Like, where's the World War dump on this one? Can you point to me where the dump is? Slurf having a major recovery as well. I was taking a look at this one earlier. I think this was it. Yeah, this is the World War dump for Slurf from about... It was making a recovery, 28 cents down to 20 cents. And then it's just gone parabolic since, all the way up to 40 cents, so doubled in price. Pretty big for like it was at 100 mil, I guess, at the bottoms, which is way lower than I think anyone expected it. But yeah, I think strength, look at stuff like PUPS. There's inherent strength here, right? We see a lot of strength here. Runes in general is Runes is trending right now. We see a lot of big accounts saying this stuff. So I seen this guy Trevor TO. Where was it here? Okay, so if anyone can show me a confirmed deal with major Bitcoin miner to buy out the first block of halving for runes and the epic sat, willing to put in 500k to 1 mil. Like and retweet, might as well, right? Following him. Yeah, so there's a huge offer for the first Bitcoin block after halving because runes are going live and people want that block, I guess. CZ. East BTC longs. That's what I normally do. Just to find some. What is this guy? 60k. Yep. See, looks okay. Yeah, 120 to 150 screaming buy for. Wow, look at that. Right back up. Yeah, right back up. See, guys, this is the current strength. What we're on 6 minute we're looking on. Yeah, this is some major strength candles we're seeing out of Bitcoin. We're pushing up out of this with strength, so easy move up to the 67k I think next. it's just gonna fill all this, right? It's gotta fill all this. It almost did it right away. Look at that. Kind of crazy to see the emotions play out clearly on the chart. Let's check out Solana. Yeah, I think the BART gets filled right away. He just like, he had a bit of extra spiky hair. We could put in another long here. This is kind of what I would do. If you were kicked out of that previous long, I think you don't want to see it come past here, I guess. That looks probably right. So we lost a couple R's from like 1 R from the trade, and now it's a little bit less R's on the RR. But yeah, that's kind of what I would enter right now if you're looking for some sort of entry. Yeah, that looks about right. I mean, you could sweep this a little bit lower to be safe, but I don't think it comes and revisits this. There's also a big stop point right here, so even if it comes down to 140s, should be safe, and wouldn't want to see it go under 139, because then it's gonna definitely it's gonna send down and capture more liquidity, probably lower, in these 130 120 ranges, maybe bounce off this 127. No, yeah, see, this is a good place. Yeah, this is a good place. There was a lot of, look at that BART right there. Yep, there's another mini BART right there. So inverse BART, inverse mini BART, and then back up to there. Yeah, unfortunate that this, again, this is going to kick out a lot of the leverage type plays. If you're in spot, you didn't lose a lot, and it could have gotten worse as a spot holder anyways. I think if you were in spot, you can really you can extend this by a lot, but your RR goes down, right? So probably that. Yep, looks good. For a nice bounce off this. ETH, same sort of outline. I mean, it all looks very similar. Again, guys, I'd be looking for grabs on the alts, spot type grabs for larger time frame. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, these are bigger trends now that once they break up, although that's like, look at that, it's like a huge BART. They're gonna BART right back down. No, and that's what we're talking about. We're thinking stuff like that. Pepe, I think that's the BART right there. It's the same sort of thing. Pop it out of there. Doge. Pop it out of there. Myro, see, still in this trend. Pop it out of there. Bonk. Bonked right back down to here. Wow. There's the BART. I seen that this 4chan guy like called this too. He said something would happen. I mean, it could always do like a longer BART. Oh no, my phone. Oh no. I'm dropping things here. Hold on. Actually, how long have we gone? I think I'm done. I'm done talking about BARTs here, guys. There's the BART. And so now BART. Reverse BART. I don't know. LTC, this one we were keeping an eye on for risk as a sort of barometer. And we just want to see that trend sort of stay intact, I guess. I think if that trend... Yeah, that's the more recent trend. If that stays intact, like as long as LTC doesn't pop below this, we should continue seeing risk on behavior in the markets. This is Casnomics talks about this a lot. So that something like that, maybe down lower, I don't know. I think at this point, like, we see this crazy type of recovery thing here across all them markets. Let's look at the totals and then I'll leave. Totals and then I leave. This still looks like we're in the alt season, even though it looks like it almost all died. It's like we gave back everything from like February, which is wild. It is wild, guys. Total 3. Yeah, big breakdown, but a bounce. And the real question I think everyone's thinking is, does the bounce continue? And I think that's an easy yes. Either way, I'm going to take off for this one. Not financial advisor. Do not take financial advice from me. And happy trading out there.